It Takes Radio Company presents another, hey, what if what you knew was wrong? Maybe another inconvenient idea. And here we go. If you want to be steaming ahead in life, you better start streaming right now. Well, greetings once again, ladies and gentlemen. And you saw the big background. This is something that I did, I didn't do it. I was because of the internet, which makes it pretty convenient. Even many years ago, when I wanted to get a new big sign that illustrated risk, there was a bright young woman from the Soviet Union, no, now Russia, who said, I can do that. And so I told her what it was all about, and she said, yeah. And so risk. Risk is a rule of life. So we have the green. Then we have the circle of life, which goes around and is, things are blue and good, skies are blue, but then you begin to go off and into the world of risk taking. And the reason we have that is because if you want to be successful today, you are going to have to increase your ability to take a risk. Not risky behavior in the terms of careless or dangerous, but certainly risky behavior in terms of how you build a career, how you make decisions, how you take advantage of new opportunities, or whether you even do so. And the risk may come to you because of all of the changes that are happening, whether you want to or not. Yeah, I'm Stan, the radio man, and I guess I'm the one who is a risk taker. I have suffered that way for many, many years, prospered that way for some of those years, but risk is what I do, and in many ways I do it every day. And so I would like to take a brief moment in this. Here we are again, remember, interesting ideas has now become inconvenient ideas, where I kind of challenge you with ideas that particularly might be a little bit inconvenient, maybe even a little bit irritating, maybe even aggravating, but they may be something we have to consider. Well, let me just simply say this today. About a week ago on this similar program, I said that if you're not streaming, you might be dreaming. The pace of streaming as the media of communication has really picked up. Right now, my prediction came kind of true before I even thought it would, that in effect, the internet digital streaming would soon, but I didn't know it would be this soon, overtake the traditional AM radio for sure, the traditional FM radio for sure, and I thought it would take a bit longer to take over the traditional cable networking that, of course, is used for a variety of the television programs we see today. And of course, in some cases, the satellite programs are also increasing in their availability. And of course, that becomes also a kind of streaming. So you are at risk if you are not understanding or dealing with or thinking about the streaming situation. If you're not streaming, you're not steaming. And what adds to it is the increasing availability of artificial intelligence. Now, Donald Trump has said that he doesn't want to call it artificial intelligence, and I think that's probably a good idea. First of all, I agree with him. I don't like things that are particularly artificial. But that's how it began, because it wasn't real people doing it. What we now have, though, is AI, which I would say is a better, more fully and more correctly described as aggregated intelligence. It's intelligence. It's already been out there, has been created, and has been put somewhere in the digital worldwide networks out there. And this new understanding of how computers and software works, it can go out and grab this stuff and aggregate it, put it together, maybe give even some coherence to it and some meaning to it, at least for our understanding. They can do it in seconds. And for me, it is going to increase my ability to do my work and my productivity and my writing and creating uh, by multiples. And so I'm taking the risk, but it's not a risk. It is a part of advancement to make sure I'm doing all I can to keep up with the advantages and the power and the uniqueness of AI, this aggregated intelligence, and to hopefully be aware of the many dangers that are possible because of it. As a result, I say it's aggregated intelligence and it's certainly amplified. I am finding that I can do in 2 minutes what might take me 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 hours to create and research and put into a script or into an article or into a blog post or into a presentation that I'm going to make. I have to be very careful because, as the chat robot says, my robot says, please keep in mind from time to time I do make some mistakes, so make sure you check me out. But the point is, my friends, and I say this with a number of my friends in mind. I mean, I'm actually thinking of about a number. I've put in the name of them. These are good colleagues and friends and clients and business people who are going to fall behind in their business development and marketing efforts if they don't take the risk of learning how to use the streaming communication channels that are out there. They will be ignored. They will not be able to make it. They will not be able to compete in the audience that we need to get. They will find it extremely difficult. They are taking the risk that they can still make it without actually getting too involved in any of those things. They might make it. They might be one of those fortunate few who figure out how to do it, or they have a business model that makes it possible to work away from and still be fruitful and profitable without there. That's certainly possible. And I'm sure it's possible for maybe even you. But for the vast majority of people, it is going to put things into at least a risk enhancing category as we do our work. So, what is this all about on this Monday? It's warm weather throughout the United States. Things are kind of hot, and also in Canada, fires are blossoming. And that's hardly the word you want to use. They're booming all over, and that's the way it goes. I lived out west in Arizona, and we had a major fire that was just a few miles from our house, and they had, they had, hey, the get ready, and then they had, well, get set, and then go, which means evacuate. Well, there were a couple of times where we were in the get ready, and a couple of times we were in get set, and thankfully we didn't ever have to go. To the many brave firemen and firewomen, and they are firemen and firewomen who know how to battle the brush and bushfires that are obviously part of the Western world for sure, and of course part of the Canadian environment, increasingly so, and they can happen almost anywhere. Um, the weather is not getting worse. The weather has always been traumatic and many cases disastrous. Uh, that's just a fact of life. So, what I would encourage you to do, and I would love to come and help you figure it out. I've been in the radio business and the video business, but radio especially, for close to 45 years. I understand it. I can help you learn how, even at whatever age and stage you're in, to learn how to be, as we say, behind the microphone and in front of the camera. We can help you and your business learn the art of marketing, communicating, engaging, capturing audience share by using the many platforms and the many possibilities of the streaming media. It's changing everything. As I've said many times, many years ago, I sat behind a microphone and it took 500,000 watts of electricity, and that the generators that put that together were two huge locomotive engines just to generate enough power to put the radio signal up 5 to 700-foot towers, and then it would go to certain parts of the world. Now, with what the streaming is all about, I can reach any part of the world where there is a telephone, a smartphone, an iPad, a tablet, a computer, anywhere in the world where that can be connected to a non-censored, and even some cases, even a censored internet connection. Please reach out to me because I'd love to come either online, digitally, or in person to help you and your business and your organization do what you're going to have to do. And that is at least explore the realities and the possibilities and perhaps the potentialities of the risk and the opportunity involved in the new age of aggregated, amplified intelligence. And if you want to be steaming on, you're going to have to be streaming up, on, and upward. But that's good because you can reach and help more people, and you can do it well, and you can do it in a way that is pleasing, that is profitable and engaging, and helps the world in some cases take technology which could destroy us and make technology something that empowers us and brings us together. That's the world I want to live in. And in the years that are before me, I want to see if I can do that and help you do that too. Please reach out to me at stan@witradio.net, stan@witradio.net. And let's join hands and risk together and take advantage of the new streaming opportunities in our world today. All the best and all the blessings to you. Till next time, I'm Stan with inconvenient, but maybe challenging and helpful ideas from the What It Takes Radio Network. Bye for now.